Not that I can think of right now, but
I'll tell you right now, Florida State over BYU. I know the Noles had its first tough 2 games against, Miami and Jacoby Harris, and Jacksonville State was just a blurb on their blurb on their
I like
radar.
this word, blurb.
A blurb on their radar, but they're going to get it all together this week.
I don't even think blurp's the right word, but that's fine.
A blip.
A blip.
Bobby Bowden's going to lead them out there with all his guys. They're talented. They got this. They're going to win the ACC. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I just don't see that.
It's gonna
but
happen.
you know what? Let's move on to what everyone wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Sex. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
The NFL. Which,
say.
sometimes it's as good as sex because it's so entertaining.
Sundays, it's the best equivalent you got for that. The
Exactly.
hell with sex on Sundays. The weekends, actually. The
NFL is sex for us on Sundays,
Seriously.
okay?
At 4 o'clock after I win, you just hear,
Oh! Now, Jimmy, pull up that let's look at the teams and games on Sunday and start making our predictions now. Oh, Panthers, Falcons.
Oh, God. Atlanta by 30.
30, 40, easily.
40, all right. Well, they were at home.
Matty Ice is just going to roll all over them.
God, they have no chance. Tony Gonzalez, Turner,
All right.
Roddy.
Here's the over-under. How many interceptions? 4 for Delhomme?
Since he got 9 the past 2 games, let's say 18 this game. That's the over-under. I would go way over. I mean, in 2 games he's got 9, and 3 games he's got 9.
Yeah, he's probably due for another, you're right, 12, 15.
How many games did Detroit lost to the Rose? 60?
Something like that.
Last time Bush was in office.
It's pretty accurate, actually.
Bush last time they won.
Well, it's probably going to be, I don't even know. Obama's second term before they win the next game.
Over or under 1,000 yards for Adrian Peterson today on Sunday.
It's going to be ugly, and if Detroit can keep it close for 10 minutes, that's a moral victory in my book.
They got Calvin Johnson against Minnesota's no pass defense, but
I totally like Minnesota by about 800 in this game.
Kevin Smith's going to come out with like 2 arms and like
the only saving grace is Detroit and Ford Field that they always sell out. Always a big turnout at Ford
Everyone's
Field.
leaving Detroit just because the Lions play there. They don't want to be affiliated with them.
They're like, the economy. We can accept the economy. The Lions, hell no, we can't accept them.
I feel bad for Matty Stafford. He does not deserve to be there
I feel bad for Calvin Johnson.
They should just be traded to Cleveland or something. Send Brady Quinn to Detroit.
Send Brady
or Derek Anderson or something.
It's like you're sending them to a desolate island. You're punished. You're going to Detroit.
They got excommunicated like Stiglitz. Just threw him right out of the NFL.
Let's not go there. Come on, Jimmy.
God, Cincinnati coming off an awful loss. Then they're going up against the Green Bay Packers at home, coming off a
great comeback. Aaron Rodgers to Jennings, what a great tandem they are. They're going to be.
Let's not talk about that. I'm from Chicago, and I just can't stand them.
They're going to be a force for the next 10 years.
I don't lovey. Let's put it that way.
lovey.
Green Bay in a blowout.
Green Bay, by a mile.
Cincinnati's got Palmer, and that's not really saying much.
All right, now the next game, it's kind of people were expecting a little bit from Houston this year. They had a good offense. They have the right pieces in place, but what a terrible first game.
God, I don't think they can win. Tennessee coming off that loss to Pittsburgh.
And Tennessee's coming off of a big loss.
They're or Thursday night, sorry.
Whichever team goes 0-2 here, their season's pretty much over.
I think Houston's. They're going to finish 9-7, but they're going to miss the playoffs. But Tennessee's got this game with Chris Johnson and Kerry Collins. He's going to be better the past 2 years.
I can't see Houston winning this, but
the other team's got fumbleitis. They got Slayton out there.
Fumbleitis. He's not that bad. Let's give him a break.
Oh God, the next game,
The next game's going to be a hard one.
For the worst game of the weekend. Whoever loses this game,
it could be the best game of the weekend. To be honest with you, most entertaining.
Whoever loses this game is going to get 2 losses. Let's put it that way. This is just awful football.
It's the Raiders and the Chiefs in the battle of
the bums.
Yeah, name 5 players on the Chiefs real quick.
Dwayne Bowe.
And that's it. That's all we can think of.
Larry Johnson's not a real player. He has to actually, gain more than 10 yards in a game. But that's just not going to happen either.
Teddy, I think the Raiders might be able to pull this one out.
The Oakland Raiders in this one. But it's going to be close. But the Raiders.
Now, another intriguing matchup is, division rivalry. New England Patriots visiting the New York Jets. And the Patriots have good success in New York, but Rex Ryan's got those boys coached up on defense.
He's coaching them up. He's got them pumped up. I like the Jets.
I like the Patriots in a close game.
I like the Jets at home by a field goal.
But I do like Rex Ryan.
I think Sanchez is just going to try to out-sexy Brady. He's like,
no one out-sexy Brady.
He's like, you think you're one of the sexiest men in the world? Look at me, baby. I pose with that lifeguard suit on and everything. I got this.
Yeah, but Brady's just so much sexier.
How many Matty
Ice?
He's
got the touchdowns.
They got Matt Ryan for the Falcons, Matty Ice. Matthew Stafford's like, oh, God, Matty, please get out of there. And he got Sanchez. He was Marky Ice.
Marky Ice.
Marky Mark Ice. He's going to be this year's Rookie of the Year.
That's a little too much ice here. All right.
No doubt. And we come into the New Orleans Saints going to the Philadelphia
before
Eagles.
the McNabb injury, this was going to be a pretty big game. I think it was
going to be a shootout. I'm definitely taking the over in this game.
Definitely a shootout, but I don't know if the over's a great move now. Kevin Cobb coming in.
Oh, God, I think Kevin Cobb's going to go down.
Kevin going on the Cobb.
Will Smith is going to fall on his face, and it's going to be all over.
Now, all right. What's your percentage that Jeff Garcia sees game time?
50.
50-50?
50. I say after the first half, Cobb leaves and Garcia comes in. It gets close, but New Orleans...
Now, what if Cobb comes out and throws 4 touchdowns?
Well, I mean, 4 touchdowns against New Orleans isn't really saying much. Thank God they cut Jason David, but, I mean, this is the worst pass defense in the league. Let's not get that wrong. The second is the Bears, by the way.
I don't see a blowout either way.
No.
But...
I'd say 20.
I mean, you got to remember the Eagles' defense is not the Lions' defense, so I'm thinking 28-24 either way.
I'd say 28-21, something around that. Drew Brees puts up 4 TDs as usual. Reggie Bush sucks, fumbles.
Yeah, it's pretty much just going to be a let's pass the ball all day.
And we come to the St. Louis Rams. Oh my God, they're still a team.
And the Washington Redskins
and the Redskins in Washington. We don't even need to talk
about
this game.
The Redskins easily going to take care of them.
Steven Jackson might gain like maybe 3 yards or something like that, but I mean Washington's going to win this game.
Now this is a big game for Joe. Huge game for Joe.
Joe's going to bet everything he has in the Cardinals.
Joe had a big loss with his Cardinals last week against the lowly Niners.
Warner's
and if they go 0-2, which is a definite possibility with Jacksonville on the line. Going to Jacksonville, that could 0-2 in that division. I mean, I know Seattle's been up and down the last few years, but they look good.
That's a division. We're calling it a division, the NFC West.
That thing out on the West Coast.
That team with that pocket with 4 teams in it. I mean, we could just pick them out, pick one of them out and put them in a different league. I mean, it's like the minors down there. Singletary's coaching those boys.
I think USC is going to be put in that division soon. To be
honest with you, College All-Stars versus that division. We'll just put. Oh my God, Warner's like 90. He's going out there with no thumbs. He looked awful last week. The whole Arizona offense looked anemic last week. I think I saw Bolden once. I mean, if you know me, you know I call him cancer. He just kills my teams all the time. And Fitzgerald is the only bright spot on that team. Him and Chris Wells were the only people who look somewhat decent out there on that field. Beanie Wells, I'm sorry.
Chris Wells. I was going to say, who calls him Chris Wells?
He's Beanie.
Only his mama calls him. I don't think his mama calls him Chris Wells anymore.
But I'm actually going to go with Arizona in this game just for Joe.
I'm going to take Jacksonville just because I love MJD.
He's all right. He's too tiny for my
He's an Oompa Loompa. He's a little bowling ball.
He's too tiny. I like Mercedes.
I like Jacksonville in a very close game, maybe a field goal.
I think Rackers...
If it comes down to a field goal, you know Jacksonville's got it.
And you know Rackers is missing it if it comes down to one.
Oh, yeah, especially inside 40.
Do we need to talk about that Bears game from a couple years ago?
Yes, we do. No. Let's move on. We're moving on to another big game from that...
the battle of the OK teams, I guess. This is the battle of the minor leagues, as we were talking about the NFC West.
And the battle of the 1-0 teams, the Seahawks by a mile in this game. The Niners, I think the Niners was kind of a flash in the plan.
If the Niners had a legitimate quarterback other than, I don't even know who plays quarterback for them, is it Sean Hill?
Sean Hill.
Yeah. Put Alex Smith in there, that's what I say.
Gore's all they got on offense.
I think Seattle on the road is not going to squeak this game out in the end. I think San Francisco's defense is too much for them with Patrick Willis and Manny Lawson and the boys out there. And Singletary's going to coach them up on defense. And it's going to be a close game. I'd say 17-14.
I'm who?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. I'm going 20-17 Seattle with a big touchdown by my boy John Carlson at the end.
Not TJ Hauser-Badilli?
No, not Hauser-Badilli. Who's your mama? Who's Manzado? Whatever his name is.
Oh, we go to this game. The battle of the worst teams. Tampa Bay with their 9 quarterbacks and running backs, and the Buffalo Bills with their 9 quarterbacks.
Tampa running backs. It's I love Byron Leftwich.
I love Leftwich too.
Leftwich is my boy.
I love his wind-up and his cannon.
This wind-up.
He's got the biggest wind-up ever. It looks like he's throwing hammer fists out there or something.
Yeah, but you know what? Tampa Bay, what happened to them? Weren't they a playoff team a few years ago?
They traded John Gruden to Monday Night Football for Tony Kornheiser. They got him on the sideline now. I don't even know who's coaching the Buccaneers anymore.
Yeah, it's
Raheem Morris.
Something I know their offensive coordinator got fired or something like that the other day.
Yeah, he left Boston College, and that was the end of him. It was a stupid decision on his part.
Yeah, well...
there's not much to say about Buffalo, except hold on to the ball!
Yeah, I think Buffalo, they have to win this game because
they're home.
They're due and they're at home, and Tampa Bay's just not very good this year, so we'll take...
I think Buffalo.
We're both wrong with Buffalo here.
Trent Edwards is...